Alrighty, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chupacabra's lair. I'm your host, Larry, the hillbilly wizard Chupacabra, and we're back for some more Dungeon Defenders 2 action here today. And you might notice in the lower right-hand corner, the pre-alpha text has turned into, just alpha. We have gone through and received the big, pre-alpha to alpha patch, and they've changed a few things, including now the pet keeper is now the veterinarian, and they talk about, how they kinda are creeped out by the innkeeper, and then that the small, boy elf has to go clean up after the pet poop. But, one of the other major changes that I sorta got ornery about when they moved to, oh, they have a cool new door now. There's, oh, you can go back to the social tavern through this door. Oh, that's cool. Instead of having a, temporary items bin inside of our inventory, now all of the items that, are on the ground will not be automatically put into our inventory. We actually have to go pick them up ourselves. And if it happens that our inventory is too full, then this creepy guy, who has replaced our, temporary item storage, the scavenger, he will take our stuff, and, he will, unquote, hold on to it for us, so that it doesn't get lost. How nice of him. But he won't sell it for us, he'll just take it, because he's butthole. So yeah, there's been some changes, some balancing. Unfortunately, there's also been quite a bit of, like, bugs that have happened as a result of the new patch. So, it'll probably be a little while all of that settles down, but we'll go into that a little bit more, once we get in and check out some of the new content, and why there are these cute little, daily bonus ribbons. So, in an effort to get people to do more than just, farm the first sort of, dungeon over and over and over again at the gates of Dragonfall, now you get a, daily bonus for up to 5 maps, where as long as you're playing a different map each time, you're gonna get extra loot, extra experience, extra gold, and all that stuff to entice you to go adventuring, so that, people aren't just redoing the same stuff. And they've also created a new version of some of the old maps. So let's go check it out, shall we? Okay, so we've come back to the Ramparts map here in Dungeon Defenders 2, but you may or may not realize that something is very different here. Something about not being on fire, or like a giant crazy invasion isn't currently taking place. You can see all the deliciousness of, Dragonfall all the way around us. The, Ramparts map and the Throne Room, and I think maybe one other map, have all gotten like a pre-destruction version, so you can see how cool they would all look without all of the murder and destruction. For example, now we can kinda zoom in on this Corvette of a Zeppelin over here, and see how cool it is. And we can even see, the crystal gem cart that we've been toting around, trying to defend from all the snarglies and the beasties, which is really handy. So I thought this was actually kinda cool. Personally, I still prefer the version of this map that involves, all the murdery Zeppelins, as opposed to just a handful of, like, doorways that all the creatures exit forth from. Like that vomitorium right here. But, I think you can still play both versions, so in the next couple of episodes, we're gonna take a look at Dragonfall Ramparts, the sexy, not destroyed version, and then also, the non-destroyed version of the Throne Room. Although I might not get a chance to record that tonight, because I think in something like 40 minutes they're going to take the servers down for a big honkin' patcherino. So, yeah, well, hopefully also that patch fixes some of the weird Gazorpazor bugs that are going on, but, you know, whatever. And then this is where that cannon previously was. They no longer have the cannon here that you have to use as, like, a secondary objective, so there's just one objective. We just have to defend both of the door controls over here, and prevent stuff from touching it inappropriately when nobody's looking. Because I want to film that. How else am I supposed to, you know, put it on the YouTubes with all my other stuff? I mean, really. The tactic hasn't really changed a whole lot. I'm just playing this in a free play mode. So it just means like a couple of fire turrets, and then a earth turret, and then what the heck, an ice turret just to round everything off. And I'll put a couple of those up here as well. The other thing that's sort of different for Larry's playthrough purposes is I have got a monk now. Well, I made one of every class just for the sake of saying, like, yes, I can swap between if I want to level one of them specifically. So I will be doing a little bit of off-classing here today, because I'm cool that way. And I've also gotten a secondary perk on one of my items where stuff that is affected by my slowing towers gives bonus damage to each of my fire turrets, or any damaging turret that's like right next to the slowing effect. So it doesn't really work super great with this kind of combo, but it does okay. I mean, any extra percentage of damage is fine with me. So I'll put down another earth turret, and then we'll throw down another ice turret. Come on. Currently there's actually a vote going on to keep building near the quest objectives. Just so anyone's curious, so you can say if, like, they want a zone around, like, the Nexus and stuff, preventing you from building right up on it. Let's see here. So we've got our hero deck, and I'm gonna pull out Nerp Pincher, my splendid, dashing monk creature, who I'm going to be leveling here today. So I'm gonna flop down a pair of anti-air turrets, just so that I don't have to worry about flying stuff getting in my way. It's very annoying. I'm sure you probably realize. And, oh yeah. Did I mention I have a cute little cat? It's like a cat wizard pet who rides on a flying salmon. Because I do. And it's adorable. If I don't say so, or if I do say so myself. So, you know what? I could even, just for the hell of it, I could put down a lightning zone. That's one of the abilities that the monk has. You can put down, like, these aura traps that do, like, lightning damage to everything in an arc, which are fairly handy. And, the monk is a weird class, I gotta say. The monk kind of sits in its own little world, so to speak, where he doesn't really have a lot of specialty, like, he's got an air-only turret, he's got a random, like, zone on the ground that he can throw down, which allows them to do lightning damage. Then we've got this really weird, it's like a buff banner. This, not that thing. This thing. It's like it's a rally banner or something that buffs all of my turrets and stuff, giving them extra damage and extra health and junk. It's a weird utilitarian class at the end of the day, and I'm still not entirely sure what my opinion is of it. I don't know, it's the only class that doesn't have just a bunch of murder. He's got, like, that, and then we've got, there's this healing tree, which is my number 7 ability. We can throw down this tree that heals me. It's like a little bonsai tree. And they've added a secondary perk to one of the, like, armor pieces that makes it so that when this thing, when stuff dies around it, the corpses explode. And also, it slows the hell out of things to the point where it's almost better than having, like, a wall for nightmare difficulty. So it's different, that is for sure. Let's see, do I have a boss coming? Doesn't look like it. So I don't really have to worry about too much. Yeah. Not too much to say about this patch, just a lot of balancing fixes, some aesthetic upgrades. I've run into this weird glitch that I've posted to Facebook, where sometimes these flame turrets will bug out, and you'll get to see, like, the grid pattern underneath all of the game that the game's engine runs on. Aside from that, it's been okay. I don't necessarily like the new changes to how loot works, but it's okay. They might change it back, I have no idea. This is, again, still in early access, Dungeon Defenders is, so all of that stuff is subject to change at any moment. We slam bam these bad boys. Oh, come here, gobbers. Get out of here with your sauciness. Larry wants none of your shit. Ain't gonna have none of it. And then I can walk back over here and heal in my healing tree. It's so relaxing having a bonsai tree that costs way more money than it's really worth. Oh crap. Better shoot these guys out of the air. Apparently I need to add another anti-air tower over here. Didn't have to when I was trying this a little earlier. But hey, shit happens. What can you do, right? We'll just slap this bad boy here in the middle, why not? What are they gonna do about it? They ain't gonna do shit, Timmy. They ain't gonna do shit. Yeah. What? Oh, so they moved, so there's like extra flying stuff coming through, I see. So even though my monk isn't really as high a level as my mage, since I'm using this map to level it currently, my anti-air towers are not quite as fancy as, say, my flame burst towers, but they will prevent stuff from getting ahead of themselves at this difficulty level and murdering all of the stuff with the things. So they're kind of like a decent backup plan. They don't completely replace any of the other turrets, but one or two of them takes care of pretty much all of the air units that you run into, because it's like, it's got 3 cannons, it shoots like a burst of like, I don't know, a gajillion bolts. So, it's nice to have a monk on hand, I think is what I'm saying, just because of the utilitarian nature of their towers. But I certainly wouldn't use it exclusively without some supporting towers from like, I don't know, a mage or a warrior for the walls, and then maybe like a huntress for the knock-up towers. Things like that really help a lot when the monk really only has lasers and sky explosions. So let's see here, some more wall upgrades. We don't really need to worry too much in this difficulty about upgrading the hell out of things. All these towers are way outclassing the stuff that we're fighting, but it doesn't hurt either, because I'm not playing on my souped-up mage, so if shit goes south, I'm very limited on my ability to counteract that stuff. Did I even need these? I can't even tell if I needed these anti-air towers up here. Doesn't look like there's any anti-air over here pretty much at all, so I'm actually gonna sell at least one of them until I'm super certain. And I'm gonna put another one back over here, because I need more than one. My monk's defenses are really piddly in comparison, so the more the merrier. There we go, perfect. Yeah, get lasered. Get lasered, you weird June bugs. Oh hey, we have Maltheus, that really annoying magical sort of healer boss. He's gonna be a pain in my pashnukus. Because he just, look at him, he flies around, he acts like a dick, he summons the undead. Who does that? Oh, see, there you go. Pretty soon, they're going to be taking the game down for an hour to update it, so they're telling us to finish our shit. What is 1040 Eastern time? 1040 Eastern time to Mountain time. Let's have a look-see. You know what, Maltheus? You're just being rude. Let me give you some of this magic hand slap. There you go. I bet that didn't feel good. So that'll be, 10:40 p.m. is about... in about 20 minutes is about when I have to expect that to happen. So, yeah, we'll be fine. I'm sure this episode will be done by then. There's nothing to worry about. If not, we'll just pick it back up another time, checking out the fancy throne room. And I don't know if too much else has changed, really. They've nerfed a lot of the higher-end items in this game to force people to re-farm if they want to go through and, like, do heroic stuff, or not heroic, like nightmare-level stuff. But aside from that, not a ton has changed, just stat changes to try and balance stuff out. That's pretty much it, really. Ooh, is this an upgrade? No, it's not. I pretty much have to pick up everything now. Except for, like, the crappy base items. Because otherwise it will disappear and I won't get to hang out with it anymore. Oh, also there's this contextual menu that I don't like so much. It's kind of up in your face all the time. It's like when I walk up here, you see I can, like, see all the options that I can do to this tower. Like, I can hit Z to sell it or Q to upgrade it, which I actually will do that. And then E for the information about these towers. I'd prefer most of my interface, if not all of my interface, to stay relatively out of my face. So I'm still not sure how much I really like or dislike that. Certainly not superbly like. That's for sure. It looks like, oh, there's batlings that come out of the side over here too. All right. Well, that is simple enough to take care of. We'll just upgrade you twice. Upgrade these turrets. The walls are doing okay. Upgrade the rock hammer. I don't mind the changes, but I'm not super thrilled about all of them, I guess, is my end opinion of the new alpha patch. So, I could take it or leave it. But it's nice that they're adding more stuff. I guess they also just added a really sweet new cinematic that explains the story of this game. So probably for the next episode, later this evening when I record that, I will probably go try to find a button to play the intro cinematic and record it, and then we could chitter-chatter about what the story has been doing after we've seen it once through already. Because I'm really big on lore in some of these games. Not all games, but certainly this game. Because, if you remember, that crystal cart over here that is on this back balcony that you can barely see, in the first game of Dungeon Defenders 1, when our masters were away fighting evil, we tipped over a jug that contained that evil crystal, and there's like an ancient evil entity inside of it that is summoning demons, goblins, ghouls, and what have you to try and free it so it can take over the world, which is not really the best for my job security, if you know what I mean. This isn't really an upgrade, but I'm gonna take it. Screw it. It looks cool. It's legendary. Oh, yes. Perfect. I'm all fancy now. Yeah. But yeah, so that crystal has got, like, evil spirits or something in it. And there's, like, a time period between Dungeon Defenders 1, where we kept everything from overwhelming our master's or teacher's castle and freeing the old ones. There's a gap between then and now, where we don't really know what our heroes have been doing, what brings us to the lands of Dragonfall, where we have to help the kingdom prevent an evil invasion that we ourselves started. It's interesting, and there's also, like, this king whose parents have been killed by some giant evil critter, and I'm super curious as to what the hell the deal is with that as well. Just little things like that, which will be great if we can find an answer to. So we will see what they reveal, because I haven't actually seen that yet. I still have yet to lay gaze upon such a creature as the new cinematic, but it should be fun. It should be a whole whopping load of fun. Let me just finish repairing all my stuff, and we will be good to go. Yeah, I think we'll totally finish this in plenty of time to get out of here, probably within, like, the next 10 minutes or so. It doesn't take that long to get through one of these matches, really. Oh, we'll shoot up some of these bad mamma jammas as they run through here. Oh yeah, so the trade-off with monk defenses, except for the anti-air tower, is these auras sort of have like an electrical charge. They have batteries that they run on, and eventually they run out and get destroyed in a very similar fashion to how a huntress's traps work, with how many charges they can use before they get destroyed and you have to rebuild them. Oh, there you go. You could see that bug where you could, like, see through existence into the underlying architecture of the game. Is this... No, that's not an upgrade. Alright. Oh, wait. Is this chess piece a legendary? No. Why are these all kind of, like, orangey colored, I wonder? That is a little weird. Some of the colors in this game get all wiggle-wobbled out of place, and it sometimes gets really difficult to tell the qualities apart sometimes, but... I guess if that's my... Oh, shit. I can fall off of here now. Crap. Alright, that almost ended poorly. But look at that. Look at all the detail in here. There's, like, that's the water purification plant over there. And then that's like the torched entryway, Dragonfall Bazaar or whatever that they broke into. No, it's cool. You can see like a bunch of the other areas that we've been to already from up here in the castle. That's kind of neat. Kind of neato petito. Alright, we'll just upgrade stuff like these turrets. And then my fire needs an upgrade into murder mode. Yeah, that should about cover it. Is there a boss coming? Looks like there's going to be one coming on the west side soon. So let's finish by upgrading the hell out of this side. Put you to tier 4, and you to tier 4, and repair, and repair. Alright, we're good. So I still need to do, like, the monk showcase, or an official monk showcase episode. And then after that, I probably need to do the warrior. And I think that ends out the characters that I've seen so far, or that are available to us, until they start adding new ones much further down the road. That's sort of like after the game's got into full release sort of territory. So that'll be it for like the random character showcases. But I'm sure as they add stuff to Dungeon Defenders 2, I will probably keep up with adding newer content. So stay tuned. And we've only got one more wave left after this. I think I'll just play this all the way through. It'll be like a half-hour-long episode, which is fine. Sometimes it's good to have a half-hour-long adventure somewhere in the mix, so that people don't get sick of you. So why the heck not? Let me put down a healing tower, because I'm kind of getting... feeling a little bit touched in the butt region. Heal up and get some of my skin back. Oh yeah, I guess I also have like a cool sphere, a cool skill sphere, that will allow me to show you guys, like, turning my fire totems here, my fire towers, into flamethrowers. Yes. That'll be lots of fun. I wonder what this plant looks like when you start upgrading it. Probably just turns into a giant fern. Oh no, it does get a little bit taller. The lantern gets fancier. Would you look at that? Okay, this wave is pretty much over. Let me have another sip of my beer. Ah, much better. Gotta keep the old whistle wet. Because if my throat gets dry, I get coffee and crackly and... Oh, it's just not good at all. Not good at all. So which one is the one with the boss coming? Is it this one over here? Yeah, it looks like this is the one. Yes, I understand, Dungeon Defenders. You're gonna put the game down soon. I've only got so much time to record today, so I just gotta get it when I can get it in. Giggity. Let's see, upgrade you. Yep, we should be good to go. Do the stuff with the things, boss man. It's like everything's fine on health over here. What about back hither? Oh shit, this place is getting fondled. Something fierce. Don't worry, Towers. Larry's here to hug you back to life. With my, what did I name this character again? Something Nerps? Nerp Twerker or something? I don't even. I decided since this game is probably going to get wiped again later and some of our characters are going to disappear, that I might as well have some fun with the character names. Let's see, what does this do? This increases range, damage bonus, damage protection. Alright. That's pretty good. I like those. I like those buff banners. And it used to be, before they nerfed the monk a little bit, supposedly these buff banners were absolutely overpowered to have, like, on your team or in your inventory or something. So that you really wanted to have at least one monk running around with you if you yourself didn't have, like, a monk. It's weird that an epic mythical level item is not an upgrade for me, even though I just got some of these items like 20 minutes ago, since I've been power leveling this here critter. Oh wow. Do we have the boss already? We must have. I don't see him anywhere. Okay, well that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Let's just pick up all this trash. What the hell? La da 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 ba doo ba doo 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 ba doo ba doo dee 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 dee. Oh, those delicious bugged textures are so much fun. I tell you what. Oh yeah, this is the last couple of monsters. Screw it, I'll beat them to death with my own two hands. There we go. See, Larry defended the kingdom. Aren't I fancy? Well, that's it for the pre-destruction ramparts map. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been your host, Larry the Monk Chupacabra, and I'll catch you next time. We got more of this stuff coming. I don't know how many changes I can really preview all that interestingly from the latest patch, but if I can think of anything... Ooh, I got a new title, The Defender. If I can think of any cool content to share with you guys, I certainly will, so check back. It'll be good. I'm pretty much devoted to, catching up and showcasing all the different changes that they make to this game as they occur. So, yeah, bye guys, have a good one, and I'm gonna get stuck in this fountain again. There we go. Oh yeah, it's so relaxing in here. I get to hang out with this cool dragon door and defend the kingdom. Oh, it's great. Alright, get out of here, you crazy people.